Good Monday morning, Wolverines. Happy April 6th, 2020. Welcome to your second week of online learning. I hope you all had a beautiful weekend. The weather was amazing. It was amazing. We actually pulled our bikes out for the first time, jumped on the trampoline quite a bit, so it was a great weekend. We have a couple things to do today. So today is Mindful Monday, so we're going to do that. And it's also the first Monday of the month when we usually do our PBIS assembly and we talk about what our expectations are that we're going to focus on for the month. And so since we can't do that, Mrs. Hellenbrand, our school counselor, and Mrs. Beam, our assistant principal, pulled some things together. And so after this video, I'm going to post a video of our virtual online PBIS assembly. It's going to be pretty cool. There's even a guest appearance by Mr. Geisel and his daughters doing our school song. So it should be pretty fun. But what I'm going to do is I'm also going to, and I'll do this first, I'm going to review. I sent this home. It's a lot of words on this little page. But I sent this home to the grown-ups at your home. And this is the Wolverine Way for online learning. So we call this a matrix, which doesn't matter. But we have this for school, and you guys all know this, right? Because we talk about how to be respectful, responsible, safe, and learners in all our different environments. So we'll talk about in the hallways and the bathroom and the cafeteria. Well, we don't have hallway. I mean, we have a little hallway in our home, but we don't have hallways, or we don't have cubbies at home. We don't have a cafeteria at home. And there's just a lot of different expectations when we're doing online learning versus learning in our building. And so we created this document to help you all and your grown-ups at home. And I'm going to go over each of these rows one day this week. And we could do a lot of stuff about this. But today, what we're going to talk about is our school-wide expectations for being responsible, respectful, safe, and learners. And I'm going to read it over here. So the first one is, I can name my emotions. And we talk about that on Tuesdays when we're doing our Feelings Tuesdays. The second is I can manage my emotions. And that's also something that we do with our Mindful Monday. A huge part of why we do that is to help us manage our emotions. So I'm going to teach you a little technique after this. I can use empathy when interacting with others. So it's about thinking about where that other person is coming from and feeling where they're coming from. I can respectfully and calmly state my point of view. Woo, this one's been hard at the Creek House lately, I gotta be honest with you. We're all together in our houses, and it's hard. We don't have, our friends or other people to kind of bounce ourselves off of, and so we're really working hard on respectfully and calmly stating our own point of view. I can listen and understand other people's perspectives. Oh my goodness, that one is huge. Listening to other people's perspectives. Sometimes when we're listening, we're just worried about thinking about what are we going to say? And then you don't even hear what that other person says. So that's something that I think we could focus and learn on for weeks, is how to be a really mindful and active listener where you're not trying to cut the person off or disagree with what they're saying or think about your own thing. So we're going to that's something that we want to do, is listen and understand where other people are coming from. And the last one is disagree respectfully. So we know we don't have to agree with what everybody says, but how do you engage in a conversation where you can say, well, you know what, I disagree. I think this, and that we're being respectful and responsible and kind to each other when we're doing that. So those are overall our school-wide expectations, and they're things that we thought would help when we're all just interacting with each other in our families. So after this, I'm going to post the assembly, which will be really fun. But before I do that, I'm going to do our Mindful Monday. We've done this one before. It's one of my favorites because it's something you can take with you everywhere, and it's a visual reminder, but it's also kinesthetic, which means like we're actually doing something. So this is the hand breathing. So we've done a lot of breathing, which is super, super important. And again, that's something we could be practicing all the time. But this technique is we're going to trace our fingers as we inhale and exhale, okay? So we're gonna do this together. So put your hand up and you can have it facing you, or I'm gonna have it facing me. That feels a little more comfortable, okay? And when we go up, we're gonna inhale, and when we go down, we're gonna exhale. Got your pointer fingers ready? All right, here we go. Deep inhale in. Exhale, let all the air out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale all the air, fill your lungs up. Exhale. Inhale all the air in and exhale. Now for our pinky, let's take the biggest inhale we've taken all day today. Fill your lungs up and exhale all the way out. So that is our 5-finger breathing tool, and we have our hands with us all the time, so we can do that everywhere we go. And if you have younger brothers or sisters, that's totally something we can do with our 2, 3, 4-year-old little brothers and sisters who might have a hard time if they're feeling upset about something. All right, Wolverines, make it a marvelous Monday, and stay tuned for our PBIS assembly.